Okay, so this is Darren. I'm going to do a 1 pound refill from a big bottle. Like I had told, I can't remember who it was on the club. Anyways, I'm not sure how this video is going to show up because I'm wearing a GoPro on my head. Anyways, I weighed, this one's empty. I weighed it. It weighs in at 14.5 ounces or roughly 410 grams. And it comes with 1 pound filled as the net weight, or 453 grams. So we're going to shoot for about 860. I think I used to fill mine to like 870. But here's what I'll show you how to do it. This is how I do it. Now, because I'm not sure how well the video is going to look the way I'm doing this, because I'm not sure what you guys, if you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. But anyways, here's your hemostats. You need the curved tip. When I mention later on in the video you need to grab that little nub, that's what I'm talking about. When you pull out, it'll vent. And the hemostats are great because they actually lock shut. Okay, so I'm trying to watch my video feed on my iPhone, or a iPhone that I use for this. Anyways, you should have this kind of a adapter. This goes in here. It's a left-hand thread. Also, make sure that your vent or your handle is turned off, and I'll show you why in just a minute. I hope you guys are seeing this because I can't see my video feed. Yeah, it looks like it's showing up. Hopefully wherever I'm looking you're seeing. So you put this in, get it in there snug, but if you had this open, you would be venting off propane. Don't want that. Next, you're going to thread your bottle on. Alright, thread the bottle on. Just everything. This, I mean, mine kind of, it can go tighter into the big bottle. I think as long as it's sealing, everything's fine. I don't get too crazy, but it's also because when you turn this one this way, it unthreads the other one the other way. But we're all good. I also shoot for that little nub being in about, I don't know what you'd call that, 7 o'clock. Because what's going to happen is when we turn this upside down, that's what we're going to be looking like. And it just makes it easier to grab that little nub. Yeah, as easy as it can be. I hope this is all showing up. I don't know. But if you can get it on there, clamp it. Hopefully I'm good. It feels like it's locked on. So now at this point, you kind of tip your stuff back, crack that valve. You're going to hear some flowing. There you go. Now, I found too that if you do a whole lot of movement around, shaking this thing, the fuel going in here is going to slosh. You're going to get a false full because it'll start blowing propane out the opening. Try and keep it as still as possible. Just open this, let that vent off. Eventually you're going to have propane liquid coming out of that thing. You can kind of see it starting to blow a little bit. I hope you can see it, I don't know. I didn't open the valve on the big tank very far, so it's taking a little bit. It's getting there. You can see little spurts. Okay, and now that right there is probably pretty close to full. shut this valve off. Turn it over. Take off your hemostats. Unscrew your bottle. This one might, well, it feels not too bad. No, it's not near full. I also have my scale. It's on grams. Oh, it's over full. Oops. So if that's the case, you could grab that and vent it off. Man, I've never had one overfilled by this much. Anyways, you could tip it and drain off some of the propane until you get to your, what were we going to say, 870, but we're only 40 some grams over. Don't fill it as full next time. You know, maybe do a couple of more checks in and out. Another trick was when I was putting on, because I got another one to do here, some guys will go as far as, when you put this on, you can also dictate your filling by where you put that bleed valve. So if you put it so this would be more at 8 o'clock. What it'll do is it'll read a full faster because the level only has to get to here before it starts coming out instead of up to here. So let's give this one a shot. We'll grab that little stem. I'm on it. All right. Again, open the valve. And just lean this back. Let's see how it goes. Oops. Sometimes getting a hold of that little nub is easier said than done. Plus when these forceps keep locking. Now yes, there is an inherent danger to this. Don't be smoking. Don't do it in your garage where there's open flames. I do mine out on my front driveway. You know, and it is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's also the last one of these canisters I bought actually was where in the town where I work. It was like $5.50. It was ridiculous. I don't know, maybe the price is still on it. No. So when you consider that you got $5.50 for a pound of propane as opposed to filling them yourself, it comes out to the pain in the butt's worth the payoff. Okay, so this one's a little less full, so there you can kind of get an idea, just kind of gauge it. I have one more to fill, so right now This is kind of paying off for all the pain, because I'm filling off, I don't know, these things right here at Walmart, or what are they, $20 to exchange, and I've already saved myself about 15 bucks by filling my own. So we're going to shoot this one probably about almost 9 o'clock position. Let's see what happens. And the only reason this milk crate is here is just because it keeps my bottles a little more stable when I'm transporting them. They don't tip over and roll around. Or okay, so valve is open. I hope you can see that. All right. See how this one, I don't know, this one might not even be anywhere near, but who knows. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, that one came out a little under, so 710. So you don't really need to get them absolutely completely full. It just makes it easier at home. You get you a few of these in your camping gear and just refill them before you head out, and then fill them back up when you come back, and save yourself a bunch of money. This is not the way to do it. This is just how I do it. So I told a friend of mine on one of my kettle clubs that I would do a video for him, and there you go. Thank you. I'll talk to y'all later.